All right, right off the top, memo to White Sox fans. If your ball club gets knocked off tonight, keep the manager away from any and all sharp objects. Game time, long ball time. Time to break down the games people play. How you doing, everybody? I'm Chet Coppock. Welcome to the Daily Coppock. All right, you know what? Let's pick it up with the Ozzie traveling circus of love and salvation. You knew this was going to transpire. Tuesday night, 10th inning, Jim Thome goes deep, beats the Chicago White Sox. Critical loss for Ozzie and company. So, what transpires on Wednesday afternoon? Ozzie gathers up the media and goes into a rant. What's the rant all about? You recall the offseason. Ozzie was the guy who wanted to get rid of Jim Thome. General manager Kenny Williams was the guy who wanted to retain the services of the veteran slugger who is going to wind up with 600 home runs. I mean, this is Ozzie at his best. Ozzie with his four-letter words, Ozzie with his self-defiance. Check it out. You got to love Ozzie Guillen. He is the master of the ad-lib. He is the Hispanic Jackie Mason.
It's fine with me. But if you're going to blame me by one home run, I take the blame. You know, it's a little bit different when Jim Thome wearing Minnesota Twins uniform and the Chicago uniform. Every time I play Jim Thome, I got to ask people, why he not playing? Why did he play? Jim Thome got a lot of bats because Morneau got hurt.
All right, Oz. Now, this might sound a little bit crazy. After all, the guy did win a championship ring with Jack McKeon and the Florida Marlins back in 2003. The Cubs unload what's left on Derek Lee's contract to Bobby Cox and the Atlanta Braves in exchange for 3 pitching prospects, none of whom presumably will go anywhere, this being Cub baseball. But the fact of the matter is, I do want to talk about Derek Lee for a moment. I just don't think Derek Lee is a winner. He's too soft-spoken. He's just too quiet. He's too comfortable. He's too detached. I always thought that Lee, win, loser, annihilated, was very much the same guy, never really a team leader. If the Cubs had retained Derek Lee and thought about signing him for 2011, it would have been a very strong indication that the culture over at the friendly confines is not going to change one bit. All right, you're going to like this. You're going to like this. Time for a brand new segment right here on the Daily Coppock. Welcome to Great Moments in Television. We take you back to the Meadowlands, the fall of 2003. On the sidelines, Jets versus Giants. Number 12, Joe Willie Namath, being interviewed by ESPN's Suzy Kolber. I'm telling you, this given moment was worth $1 million to the career of Suzy Kolber. Check it out.
Joe, it's been a tough season for Jet fans. What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. What we know is we can improve. Chad Pennington, our quarterback, missed the first part.
By the way, final score, Red Label 47, Joe Namath nothing. Jack Daniels 37, Joe Namath nothing. Jim Beam 24, Joe Namath nothing. All right, round of applause, big time round of applause for Rex Ryan. The other day, Tony Dungy called out Ryan on Dan Patrick's national radio show for using too many four-letter words during the course of the HBO Hard Knocks series, which this year spotlights the New York Jets. Tony, come on. He's a football coach, for heaven's sakes. Football coaches are put on earth for 2 reasons: to kiss ass to the owners and to use four-letter words. Now, I admire Tony Dungy. He's a stand-up guy. He's a devout Christian individual, but he has no right to determine what kind of language Rex Ryan should or should not be using during the course of a football practice. Okay, taut, edgy, just as rugged, just as nasty as it can be. A Few Good Men, a brilliant film. Yes, it belonged to Tom Cruise. Yes, it belonged to Demi Moore, but ultimately it belonged to Colonel Jessup. This film is all about the brilliance, the nastiness of one individual, the Los Angeles Lakers' #1 fan, Jack Nicholson. I can watch this scene 7 days a week.
Because that's what you told Lieutenant Kendrick to do. Object! When you went bad, you cut these guys loose. Your Honor, you had markers inside a phony transfer. Your Honor, you doctored the logbook. Damn it, Captain! You coerced the doc.
Consider yourself in contempt.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls...
Man, I would like to know
men with guns.
what Jack's post where he was at the end of that scene. All right, you know, as near as I can tell, the guy hasn't shanked an 8-iron all year long. He hasn't 3-putted from 15 feet out. Let's talk about Steve Williams. Do you know who Steve is? Of course you do. He's the caddy for Tiger Woods. He's been on Woods' bag for about 11 years. Speaking on a radio show in New Zealand, where he is an immensely popular figure, Williams said he does not anticipate being fired by Tiger Woods. On the PGA Tour, there has been a minor buzz, that Williams may wind up on the outside looking in. If you're Tiger Woods, you have to do one thing. Jack Nicklaus did the same thing with his legendary caddy, a guy named Angelo, years ago. If you've lost 1 degree of confidence in your caddy when it comes to down and distance, when it comes to club selection, you don't have any other alternative. You got to fire the guy. Okay, you know what? Fat guys shouldn't be dancing at halftime. Today, a shameless plug for a restaurant. My good friend Michael Keller-Ditka, reading directly from the best-selling book, a book oftentimes compared to War and Peace. Fat guys shouldn't be dancing at halftime. Here's my recommendation. You Chicago area people, or you out-of-towners, if you're coming in to visit, stop by Mike Ditka's Steak and Chop House over on Chestnut Street, right next to Rochester's, where they fit big, tall, and fat, which is the reason that I shop there. As Mike will tell you, you know what? You may beat our food, but you will never beat our service. You will love the memorabilia. The steaks, by the way, are magnificent, but my recommendation, go for the Downs, go for the Mike Ditka pork chop. I am a big-time major league fan of a guy from Motown, a guy who is the essence of rock and soul and the working-class blue-collar spirit of Detroit, Robert Clark Seeger. I never thought anybody could possibly cover Turn the Page with the brilliance of Bob Seger. Guess what? I was wrong. James Hetfield and his teammates on Metallica with their own cover of the Bob Seger classic, Turn the Page. Hey, you know what? 5 stars across the board. This song is guts, soul, hard-working guitars. This song is absolutely out of sight. We'll catch you tomorrow. Don't forget it's Facebook Friday. Give me your questions on Facebook. We'll answer them right here on the Daily Coppock. Check us out every day on the Daily Coppock. Also check out Black and Blue City on Facebook to see what we're up to. See what's going on with my buddies Joe Radwanski, Matt Benson, and Mary LeGroat. Catch you again tomorrow. Hey, Metallica, Turn the Page. You know what? It doesn't get much better. So long, everybody.